the men. How many of you are here because this is a Valentine's Day gift to your wives? And hands went up all over. So it was strategic.
Another one of those gifts you got to be careful about. I'm telling you, it's like anytime our church has a dinner that's open to everybody, I tell my wife, tell Teresa, I'm going to take you out to dinner tonight. We got to be careful with that, how we do that. Well, it's good to see you, Rhonda. And I know you mentioned a little bit ago, no regrets. You are known as the no regrets woman. What's that about?
I am passionate to help women build no regrets lives. My first book, Moms Raising Sons to Be Men, helps moms guide their sons towards no regrets. And truly, the Bible calls older women to teach the younger in Titus chapter 2 how to love their husbands and love their children. And in the many years that Steve and I have been in ministry, as we have poured into the lives of the women that I have mentored, we have found that the ones who take truth and apply it to their parenting, apply it to their marriages, or just apply it to their lives in general, if they're not married, that doesn't identify you, right? Just a Christ follower. They build no regrets lives. It's like the story that Jesus said, if you build your house on the sand, when the rain comes and the floods come, your foundation's going to fail. But when you build your life on the solid rock, which begins with a relationship with Jesus Christ, and that's my heart. I am an evangelist at heart because I can give all the insights and mentoring and coaching to be the better woman that you want to be. But the way to begin a no regrets life is to begin in an intimate love walk with Jesus Christ. So that's my heart.
That should be the heart of dads and husbands as well, too. So
absolutely.
Very well said. Somebody listening right now wants to contact you, get a hold of you. Let's get that right up front. How do they go about that?
Absolutely. My website is noregretswoman.com, and you can contact me through noregretswoman.com. There's a contact spot. If you want me to come speak at one of your events. I do live in the Central Valley, so I love being able to go to churches that are local. That's my heart. I have a heart for the state of California. I kind of feel like God's called me almost as a missionary to the women in California, and I'm passionate to stay here as much as I possibly can. Also, my Facebook page is Rhonda Stoppe, No Regrets Woman. Stoppe is spelled like a stop sign, Stoppe. No Regrets Woman. That's my Facebook page. You can like that. Follow me on Twitter or Instagram. But I will warn you, I am a baby stalker and I post pictures of my grandchildren all the time. And I have no regrets about that.
Well, you kind of jumped in the high-tech end of all this stuff, you know. I have a Twitter account and a Facebook account. I don't use them.
No wonder when I tag you, I never get a response.
Yeah, well, the thing is, it's like Bart Miller to Mercy Me said, you know. When it comes to texting, he goes, if I knew in high school what I know now, I would have only learned to type with my thumbs, you know. So anyway,
that's actually very good.
But even he got so carried away, Bart Miller to Mercy Me, that he had to quit because he wasn't spending time with his children. So he put a stop to it. But anyway, I kind of went into it and then I don't do it. This is not about me, though.
You know what's funny is my husband, Steve Stoppe, I'm talking about you, honey, does not like to talk on the phone. In fact, my daughter Kayla just sent in our family group text a little meme, and it said, I'm sorry I didn't answer my phone. I don't use it for that. But he will text. And so I can be gone, speaking somewhere, wherever I'm at, texting him back and forth. He will be so clever and involved in the conversation. After a few days, I miss his voice. I call him on the phone, and he's like, what? I just want to hear your voice.
Who is this? Yeah, no kidding. You know, and I'm finding today people will respond to a text quicker than they will a phone call anyway. So we digress.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's talk about this book. If my husband would change, I'd be happy, and other myths wives believe. Why did you write this book? What was going on at the time that you said, I need to write a book about this?
Well, because my husband and I have been in ministry for so many years, we do a lot of biblical marriage counseling. And while we are walking alongside of married couples, we realize that women are secretly believing one of many myths, which is, if you could just fix him, I'll be happy. If you could just make him put the toilet seat down in the middle of the night or put his socks in the hamper, I know we can be happy. And so one of the myths that we decided women need to wake up to is, God is the source of our happiness, and God is the source of our well-being, and God created us to find our worth in relationship and our value in relationship, but it was not in relationship with a person. It was not in relationship with our children or our husband or our friends or our Twitter account or whatever. He created us to know Christ and make Christ known in our generation. And when we realize, when we live in our marriages with a biblical worldview, first of all, we let our husbands off the hook, that he does not have to be the source of my self-worth. He gets to be my love, my friend.
But guys, in a way, to a point, like their ego fed that way.
Well,
don't we?
that's true. And you know what? It's knowing your husband and knowing, oh, I am crazy. I met Steve Stoppe. I am a Stoppe stalker since I was 14 years old. I am crazy about that man, and he knows it. But I'm not sucking the life out of him to make me find my worth or my security. And I think if wives understood that if you just let your husband be what God has put him to be, your ministry mate, and you come alongside of him and enjoy this life God's blessed you with, you can build a no regrets marriage.
Okay, well, let's go a little deeper with this. What insight